Hey, what's up guys? E3 is only a few days away and I've got the awesome Ali A, Vikkstar123 and Zonda here with me today who are also going to be out there in LA with us. So we're going to be making some content with them as well, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you subscribe. But first things first, Ali, what are you most looking forward to?
E3 is an amazing time of the year. I'm a big Call of Duty guy, so of course Black Ops 3 is going to be huge. We get to see multiplayer, we get some hands-on time. Of course there's Battlefront as well. I used to play that game when I was a kid a load, so I can't wait for it to come out again. And so many games, it's going to be absolutely mad. I'm sure these guys have got some other ones they're looking forward to as well, but big FPS guys, so I'm excited for those.
Yeah, no, I'm with you for Battlefront and Black Ops 3. They're looking awesome. What about you, Vic?
Yeah, obviously same goes. You know, I used to do a lot of Call of Duty stuff back in the day. I used to play Battlefront tons when I was younger, so looking forward to that. However, the other shooter that I'm going to be interested in checking out is the new Halo 5. And played the beta, going to be interesting to see what they've kind of changed moving on from that, what they're going to be implementing into the new games, new cool game modes.
Well, I like the FPS stuff as well, like kind of like a bit of everything, but I am a big racing fanatic, so Forza 6 is going to be one that's definitely up there.
Next thing I kind of want to get onto is stuff that you think is going to surprise people at E3, because every year there's like a big surprise that no one saw coming. Like that year when Titanfall came out, no one was expecting that. It was a big surprise. But first of all, Vic, what do you think?
So I'm thinking we've not heard anything about a Battlefield since Hardline, and you know there's a lot of hype around Battlefront. But if EA were to drop some sort of teaser for a new Battlefield game, that's something I'd be interested in seeing where they take that game next.
Okay, Ali?
So I actually quite like racing games as well, and there's been a small teaser for a new Need for Speed game, but it's just called Need for Speed, and there's like no context as to what's going on, but it looks like a mashup between like Need for Speed Underground and Need for Speed Most Wanted, like my two favourite Need for Speed games. So I'm hoping to get more intel on that and see what's going down, race some fast cars. It should be good.
That'd be cool. Luke?
That would be pretty good actually, because I actually saw the video for that, and that looked insane. So that reminded me of the old school Underground too.
Yeah.
So that'll bring back memories. I don't really know, like I don't know any sort of rumours and stuff, but like I'm obviously a huge Rockstar Games fanboy, so I don't know if they might bring back like a Red, like if there's another Red Dead. I don't know. I generally don't know.
Luke, with you kind of touching on Red Dead Redemption and everything, it kind of leads me on to what would you love to see announced? If you had like your dream conference, what games would you love to see announced or anything along those lines?
Of course, well, there's already Forza 6 been teased, so I'd love another Forza Horizon because number 2 was friggin' epic. GTA 6, just give me another GTA. Obviously Red Dead as well, just I don't know anything else, but just those games in general, they're my favourite, obviously.
Yeah, GTA would be amazing though. I think that might be a couple of years away.
That may be further down the line, but we haven't, you know, they want to make it a long life cycle game with the new GTA. So what they bring out in terms of DLC, they're probably going to announce something new at E3. So what that is, there's going to be, you know, a lot of attention to, and hopefully it's something big.
What about you, Ali? What would you love to see?
I don't know about game specifics, but I love the direction that game is going with the whole sort of VR, augmented reality sort of side of things. Because I mean, we've been sitting down holding controllers, watching a screen for ages, playing games, and the graphics have improved, but just imagine like sitting there with your headset on, immersed into the game. I think it's crazy and like just takes things in a new direction. I'd love to see what all developers are going to do with that, and I think it's going to be like really exciting time for games, to be honest.
All right, next thing. What's your favourite thing about E3, Ali?
E3 is just an amazing time. One of the things I love is just like the congregation of all the YouTubers coming together. You've got Australian, American, European YouTubers. We all get to hang out, and often we're just communicating on like Skype and stuff. So for all of us to be chilling together is amazing. Go out in the evening, have a good time, but of course, getting to play all the games early, to get hands-on with Black Ops 3 multiplayer this early, I could talk about it forever. Like, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
Vic, what about you?
Sure, same again, obviously, same points. The anticipation, kind of seeing how the next few months of gaming are going to be mapped out is really cool. Being there at that moment that the things are actually announced is really cool. And the LA weather, how can you not love that? It's just get away from England, get over there, just enjoy the sun. It's always a good time.
What about you, Luke?
Well, this is like my first ever E3, so I'm excited because obviously every year I see all the big guys and they'll go away, they're all in E3, and I'm sat there like watching it at home. I'm like, come on. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be exciting. Obviously, I get to meet people who like all the American friends and stuff like that I've never met before. So it's gonna be cool to kind of like get to meet everyone else, get to play all the games early, get to meet the guys behind the games as well. So it's a big experience for me. Like, I'm excited.
So some of your favorite things at E3, we've got to be talking about some of the big game releases. I know, Luke, you're really excited about some of the racing titles that are going on. So what do you think about Forza?
Well, we haven't like seen much of it yet, and obviously like Forza's always been like a game that's been like amazing graphics, insanely fun to play, and I don't know, it'll be intriguing to see what they bring with a new one. Obviously, it's Forza 6, so it's kind of like track cars and stuff like that. Like every year, you're going to get like new cars that come out, like in general, like manufactured cars. So it'll be kind of cool to see what ones they put into the game. I don't know if there's anything that like they'll put into the game before we've even seen it in real life, but I don't know. That's what I'm kind of excited about.
Ali, right, we kind of already know what you're going to be talking about. So wait, it's just like every time, it's like, yeah, Call of Duty. Well, first place I met you as well. But Black Ops 3. What do you think? Well, because I know you were lucky enough a few weeks ago to go and play it. So
I have played it already, and like it's good. You get an instant feel of a Call of Duty game as soon as you play it for the first time, and it just reminded me of Black Ops 2. Everything about it and how it played was identical almost, but with all these additional new things thrown in there. You've got like the new specialist characters which come with their own abilities. You get like a character that has almost like its own golden gun where you can just go around one-shotting people, but you've got to be deadly accurate with it. So all of these abilities that are being like thrown in there. There's 9 specialist characters in total, and they've only shown us I think 4 so far. So I'm assuming they're going to show off more at E3. But just a chance to get to play it again. Like I played it for probably like 3 hours non-stop. Like when we started recording, I needed the toilet. Didn't go to the toilet for 3 hours. Like seriously, I did not move. So to play it again for like 3 or 4 hours, I'm just so hyped.
All right, Vic, what about you?
It's got to be Halo 5 for me again. Really interested in checking out more of that, seeing more of Breakout, where they're going to move the game in terms of a competitive space. Because really, Halo 2 and Halo 3 kind of pioneered the gaming competitive space years back. And it's come a long way since then. So this is going to be another big competitive Halo title. So to see those game modes where it's more critical, you've got one life, there's more things to keep track of. It's going to be interesting to see where they move that and what their plans are for that in the future.
All right, so as you may have heard, VR and augmented reality is going to be huge this year, and I've been hearing a few little rumors and stuff that you might get to try it while you're out there, which is going to be here on this channel as well, so make sure you're subscribed. But what are your thoughts and opinions on VR and augmented reality and HoloLens in particular?
Well, we've already seen some bits like in the past and stuff, and then like obviously only watching like a quick video of like it and like just seeing like you can like put like a screen on the wall from like wearing it and like having stuff appear around you. Like I don't know, it's gonna take it from that next level where you're playing a game to being in the game, which is a weird concept, but if it works, it's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be a little bit freaky as well at times as well, because I know you're a bit excited about it because it kind of links in with what you do on your channel as well.
Yeah, no, I do a lot of Minecraft stuff, and that's a game that's all about kind of 3D space. So when you bring that into the real world, it's really going to change how things work. Both me and Ali have used the Oculus Rift before in Minecraft, and that's VR, but that has a way to go. It's not something you can sit in and truly enjoy for a long time. After a while, it starts kind of mess with your head a little bit. So seeing that come onto it, the next level, the next point, is going to be definitely interesting to see whether HoloLens can do that, or whether HoloLens brings in a different whole avenue of virtual reality that we weren't expecting to see, with it kind of not just being a screen that's solid in front of you, but a screen that immerses the world around you. It's going to be interesting to see how that all ties together and how that works, really.
Yeah, Ali, where do you kind of see it going, like virtual reality, HoloLens?
It's crazy, really. I mean, it almost like neglects the need for physical objects in some cases. It's like, why spend a few £1,000s on a TV if I could just put it on the wall, you know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy, but for the gaming side of thing, again, it's just that next level of like immersion and like actually getting involved in the game rather than just viewing it from a screen. Like you could reach out and almost like move stuff and like be a part of it, and like it's that physical connection as well. So it's going to be mad, and like it's up to the developers and to the guys that are working on the games to really push the boundaries, see where they take it.
Okay, so one question I really want to ask you guys is about Windows 10 and being able to play your Xbox One from like a Windows tablet or PC. What do you guys think about it? Do you think you're going to be using it?
Yeah, it's going to be good to see how that comes together. I've got a Surface 2 tablet, so again, streaming games onto that is going to be good. I already use features that let me control my Xbox. The smart glass I already use that let me put stuff from my tablet onto my TV.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have stuff going from the Xbox onto the tablet, which could go back onto the TV and create an infinite loop. But no, it's going to be cool seeing how that comes together and how that's going to be useful.
Yeah. Ali, what do you think?
I think it's cool. Like, obviously, I'm more of a hardcore gamer, so I just sit at my desk and use the controller and play in a normal setup. I think for like a family scenario, maybe the kids want to jump on, play a bit of Xbox, Minecraft, and use their tablet to do that.
Yeah.
That's a really cool experience and sort of opens up the whole gaming experience. You don't have to be in like the same room all the time. It sort of opens up the whole house as a gaming sort of place to be. So I think it's cool, and it's gonna be interesting to see what they announce at E3 and how they sort of show it off. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Luke, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the idea of it becoming a bit more mobile, but one thing as well that I figured like is obviously if you're playing your Xbox onto your PC, you'd be able to use stuff like a mouse and keyboard as well, maybe. Yeah, and then there's obviously the stuff with Fable as well, being like cross-platform as well, which would be quite cool. So that'll be interesting.
So this year, Bethesda are having their first ever showcase this year, which last week we just heard a bit about Fallout 4, which is just mental. A couple people saw it coming, but what are you looking forward to from Bethesda? They've done games like Skyrim, Oblivion, loads of awesome games. What do you think they're going to be showing?
Well, they've got the Elder Scrolls, so that's going to be like that'll be quite cool to kind of look into that. But especially Fallout 4, like I watched the trailer reveal thing they did on Twitch, and that was insane. There was like 100,000 people in there.
Yeah, they launched like the second they showed that 24-hour clock, didn't they? And there was already like straight away there was like 30,000 people just talking about Fallout 4. Like that's got one of the biggest cult followings ever. So it's going to be really interesting to see. Because they showed us that trailer, so maybe we'll be getting to see some gameplay or something later on as well, which would be awesome. But Ali, what do you think?
I'll put my hands up and say I've never played Fallout and I've never played Skyrim, but I did tweet out and I was like, should I play Skyrim? And everyone was like, you love it, like you'll get addicted to it. So I think Elder Scrolls Online is a great way to transition into that kind of game, jump into some other YouTubers, some of these guys maybe have some fun and experience it with other people.
There's a load of other games coming out as well. Tomb Raider being one of Xbox's big titles and everything like that.
So like back in the day when I had no consoles, I'd go over to my uncle's house and like we'd play Tomb Raider. I haven't really played it too much since, but for the previous Tomb Raider game, I watched the whole walkthrough of someone playing it on YouTube. Like the whole game, like there was a minimal HUD. It was very much like a cinematic storytelling experience.
Yeah.
And you were just in control, and it was amazing to watch that unfold. So having watched the whole of that walkthrough, I'm very tempted now to jump in myself and play this new one and really get involved. So I'm really excited with it. Yeah.
This year we got the new Star Wars film coming out. Battlefront was just one of those games when I was just like, it's like
All the memories.
no, but it's just one of those games. Like it was legitimately the first game I ever played on Xbox. My dad was playing it, and he just bought the Xbox and everything like that. And there was Star Wars there, and I was like, "Can I have a go? Can I?" Just grabbed it and started playing from there. I was like, literally cannot wait for that. What do you think it's going to bring? What do you think we're going to see at E3 as well?
I think it's just like going to be a mad multiplayer experience. Like tons of players all on this map, vehicles, weaponry. Like it's going to be insane. It's going to be interesting because if you go back to the old Battlefront games, like you've got to remember, I don't know if you guys played online, but like the experiences were, I played a lot of offline, so it's just me shooting bots.
Yeah.
So then transitioning into the game where it's going to be you shooting other players, it's going to be a lot more competitive. And it's going to be a different experience, but a crazy experience. And like, I just can't wait. I can't wait, man. Like it's going to be amazing.
Right, so Battlefront's actually 24v24, so it's going to be absolutely mental, as well as all the bots and everything in there. I'm kind of just looking forward to having like those kind of air battles as well. When you just see like Y-Wings and X-Wings just bombing in, like kind of just dropping bombs and everything, it's going to be a lot of fun. Luke, what do you think? Because it's probably going to be a really good game for streaming on Twitch.
With the last one, like you basically, you kind of got like a score streak you kind of built up, and then you got to become like a Jedi or a Sith.
Yeah.
And that was the best thing in the world. So I'm kind of intrigued how they're going to do it with that again, if they're going to do the same sort of thing. So I'm excited, man.
No, if you're in the trailer, you see Darth Vader come in, that's going to be back. It's going to be, so that's probably going to be back in it as well. So Darth Vader is going to be playable. Boba Fett. You also see like the Millennium Falcon coming in at the end. So maybe that's like a hero vehicle as well, not just like, because normally you'd just be able to like hop into like an X-Wing, TIE fighter or whatever. Maybe they're bringing like hero
you could
vehicles
get like
in as well.
6 spaceships just specifically for those Jedis, couldn't you? Or just like, I remember just going to the enemy ship and just stealing their best one and just coming out again.
Right, Vic, so what do you think about Battlefront?
Yeah, again, massively looking forward to it. It's going to be, huge scale, and it's been so long since the previous Battlefront that we'll see all of the kind of jump forward in technology, multiplayer integration that's going to be brought forward. And DICE, obviously, they're, in my eyes, the perfect studio to be working on stuff like that. They've brought Battlefield a huge way with the, huge scale of it.
Yeah.
So to be bringing on that game, I think, there's a lot they can do with it. It gives them a lot lot more flexibility than I think they've ever had before. So it's going to be really, really cool to see what they can do and how it works on a kind of a multiplayer and online YouTube space.
I'd probably say the new Assassin's Creed. I've always been a big fan of the Assassin's Creeds. I've played every single one up until like each of the series. So
yeah,
it'll be kind of cool to see what they bring with this one. If I'm wrong, Syndicate means like working together as like a collection or something, doesn't it? Like a group to achieve like a goal. So maybe they might bring it back where it's a bit like Brotherhood, where you have like all your different kind of like where you have like the rest of your assassins that you can use to work together. Maybe, I don't know.
And one of the awesome things is based right here, London.
Yeah,
So it's good. It's good for us. We don't be like, oh yeah, I know this bit. I know that bit.
Right here. We know where we're going.
So just to remind you guys, in a few days we're going to be going off to E3 in LA. It's going to be a lot of fun. These guys are also going to be joining us, and right here on XboxOn we're going to be having multiple videos. So definitely make sure you're subscribed